Everyone talking about Le Male Pride Collector's Edition by Jean-Paul Gaultier, released in 2022. And this isn't just like, oh, it has a collector's edition bottle. Like, it's actually a different fragrance completely from the original. The notes in this one are blood orange, yuzu, neroli, orange blossom musk, and white woods. I like it a lot. So this is one of my favorite designers, I would say, that I've smelled in a while. Granted, I love most of the notes in this, so I don't think this is going to impress anyone at all if you don't already really like neroli, yuzu, citrus type of scents. But since I really like those notes, it's definitely a hit for me. It's very like clean, bright, tart, and sunny with a slightly soapy white florals at time, but not in an overboard way. Often these types of scents to me either end up getting really over the top, like bitter and astringent, especially when there's a lot of natural yuzu, which I'm sure this does not have, on one hand, or sometimes they get too like white floral powdery soapy for my taste on the other hand. But I think this is really well balanced and doesn't veer too far into either of those territories. Very unisex, and not that it smells niche quality by any means, but I do think, for example, that it would have a much higher rating on Fragrantica if it wasn't for like homophobic trolls. And I'm not just saying that based on like, oh, probably maybe because of the theme. Like, if you look at the "this reminds me of" section on there, people put like really rude, homophobic stuff that has nothing to do with it, and there was a lot of really rude comments that got downvoted enough to be removed. So I would not judge it off of the relatively low Fragrantica rating. Doesn't mean you're gonna like it. Again, if you don't like neroli, orange blossom yuzu, don't even try it. I don't think there's any way that you're gonna like it. But if you like those, I think this is really good for a designer, at least. Yeah, I actually really like it. Moderate projection and longevity. It feels like it does give me a little bit of a headache in a sort of chemically way, which sounds so ridiculous because it's not like plenty of niche fragrances aren't made with just as much chemicals and whatever like that. But I do notice that I tend to get migraines and headaches triggered more often by designer and cheapies. So I think there is something that, but I do really like it. Yeah. And I will link in the description where you can get a bottle or a sample if you want to check it out.